Upstream capacity is extremely important because DOCSIS is a shared medium among hundreds of cable modems. Typically there's 2 upstream channels. Often they're at 10 megabits and 20 megabits to handle DOCSIS 1.0 and DOCSIS 2.0 cable modems, so that's 30 megabits per second. But you might have 300 cable modems trying to use those 2 channels, or about 150 cable modems on each channel. That means that of the 300 cable modems, they're getting an average of only 100 kilobits per second per cable modem. I have a 1 megabit per second upstream service. Why is the cable operator only supplying an average of 100 megabits per second? Well, that's a little dirty secret, I guess, that because it's a shared medium, that the cable operators overbook their capacity just like the airlines do. The average capacity is what matters for preventing that overbooking. Operators do try to keep track of the utilization of each channel. And when they see the utilization of a channel going up to 100%, they'll see that it actually flattens like a pancake. What they found is that customers can be really affected when the utilization goes above 75%. Now, even though when the utilization is less than 100%, there are still problems when the upstream utilization is anything greater than 0, in fact. And that's because of the way that the TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, works on the internet. TCP works by using a round-trip process of sending data downstream and then sending the acknowledgments back upstream. And so because of the speed of cable downstreams, TCP always works by sending an entire window at a time. And so the speed of your internet downloads are directly related to how fast that round-trip time is. And since it's a round-trip time, that includes the upstream time. And so it turns out that any increase in the upstream time of sending acknowledgments results in a longer turnaround time, fewer windows per second, and a slower downstream speed. What happens is that whenever there's upstream bandwidth in use at all, everyone else, those 150 other users on the upstream, have to wait to send their upstream acknowledgments. And so when the utilization gets high, everyone has a slower downstream experience on the internet. And operators have found that about 75% utilization is when their calls of complaints of slow internet start increasing. And so they typically try to deploy more upstream capacity when that utilization exceeds 75%.